Chapter 1 Introduction. Let's know the meaning of history. History is one of the greatest branch of human knowledge. The term history has been derived from the Greek word historia, which means inquiry or investigation. So the term history derived from the Greek word historia, which means inquiry or investigation. The word itihasa in Sanskrit means definite events that have occurred. The purpose of history is to seek truth. Actually, this history is belong to a specific person, the way of living, what he had done in his life, what was the contribution, what was the way of life. This is what belonging to the history. The purpose of history is to seek truth. Broadly speaking, history is a subject dealing with all aspects of human life. The Greeks were the first to evolve the art of writing history as a scientific discipline. So if the question comes, who started to write the history first? So you can answer the Greeks were the first to evolve the art of writing history as a scientific discipline. Herodotus, a Greek historian, is believed to have initiated the writing of history. Hence, he has been regarded as the father of history. So here comes another question. Who is known as the father of history? The father of history is Herodotus. Let's see about the definition of history. Generally, history is understood as a record of past events. There is no universally accepted definition of history. So here we can't tell that this scholar said the exact definition of history. So there is no accepted definition of history at present. It has been defined differently by different scholars. It in the sense the definition of history has been defined differently by different scholars. From Herodotus, so this Herodotus belonged to Greece. From Herodotus to William Durant, he's from America. So here it tells that from Herodotus to William Durant, an American historian, various historians have defined history in different angles. So let's know about Herodotus. 484 to 424 BCE. For about 60 years he lived, it seems. So Herodotus was a Greek historian who lived in 5th century BCE. He has contributed richly to history and anthropology. History, you understand that it is a record of past events, whereas anthropology is the scientific study of humanity concerned with human behavior, human biology and societies in both the present and past, including past human species. Herodotus has contributed richly to history and anthropology. He travelled in Greece and West Asia. Who travelled? This Herodotus travelled in Greece and West Asia. He collected information of the Greek city-states and wrote 9 volumes. Actually, he belongs to Greece, so he collected the information from the Greek city-states and wrote 9 volumes. Among them, the history of Persian wars deals with the war between Persians and Greeks. So here, out of the information collected by this Herodotus, this history of Persian was a notable one. So here it tells that among them, the history of Persian wars deals with the war between the Persia and Greeks was a notable one. His works was the earliest writing on history. He was first to state the meaning and the scope of history. According to Herodotus, history is a record of great heroes and unique events to be remembered by the future generations. So in this definition, Herodotus has focused his thoughts on the achievements of great men and important events from which the succeeding generation or the coming generation can learn.